The main purpose of the Joint Senior Command and Staff Program is to prepare selected officers for senior appointments at the operational level of war, with a distinct overlap in the military strategic level of war, by developing their command, staff, and analytical skills. This is enhanced by broadening their professional understanding of single service, joint doctrine, as well as joint integrated multinational and interagency military operations, in order to plan and win future wars. I will now take the opportunity to invite the Chief of Staff of the South African National Defence Force, on behalf of the Chief of the South African National Defence Force, General Shoke, to deliver his address to this august gathering.
I would like to wish you a hearty welcome to the South African National War College, the flagship for the study of warfare at both the operational and strategic levels of war. We are honored with a variety of international fellows in our audience. I hope that you have now settled in and trust that the tales of hospitality that you have received in our beautiful country will reach your respective homes. Please allow me to take this opportunity to congratulate all the student officers who've been selected for this program. All members present here today have been clinically selected by your strategic partner countries, the Republic of South Africa Department of Defense Services, and the Defense Intelligence Division. It is well known that the selection process is rigorous, so congratulations on your success, and know that great things are expected from each of you. A long and demanding year now lies ahead of you, filled with many intellectual, physical, and emotional challenges. It is incumbent upon the directing staff to equip you with the required skills, knowledge, and attitudes expected from operational level commanders and staff officers in order to successfully navigate and overcome these challenges. The Joint Senior Command and Staff Program of the South African National War College is a challenging curriculum, benchmarked against the best in the world. I'm convinced that in the next 48 weeks, you will experience exceptional growth as you traverse through the prescribed outcomes. The curriculum has been designed to sculpt you into commanders and staff officers able to function strategically and operationally in order to plan, fight, and win future wars. Upon the demise of apartheid in the Republic of South Africa, upon the demise of apartheid, the Republic of South Africa ceased to be a pariah state amongst nations and assumed a new status by becoming a fully fledged member of the United Nations and the African Union. The Republic of South Africa is a major partner in regional, continental, and international affairs, and its effort to establish and maintain peace and stability on the continent cannot be overemphasized. The challenges to international peace and security have become more complex in the past few years. Nationalist, ethnic, and religious tension have become global hallmarks. Worsening the situation are floods and droughts, poor economic prospects, and limited work opportunities that have resulted in mass migration of refugees and people seeking safety and security across borders. The rise in global tension has and continues to increase human suffering, requiring intervention by the United Nations and/or the African Union to provide humanitarian aid or to execute peace support operations. The role of multinational cooperation humanitarian and non-governmental organization has expanded to enormous proportions, but does not necessarily make the execution of military operations easier. Currently, many operations take place in conjunction with the United Nations or African Union forces. Notable amongst these operations are operations in the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Sudan, to mention a few examples. The South African National Defence Force has an obligation to ready itself for whatever possible task the future may hold. In order to operate effectively in joint, interagency and multinational environment, it is essential that we train our future commanders and senior staff officers accordingly. Therefore, it is imperative that our armed forces and command cadre are prepared and equipped to meet and address the evolving security challenges that face the world. With dwindling resources and the need to use all collateral capabilities in humanitarian aid operations, officers in the South African National Defence Force will have to display a greater degree of creativity and initiative to achieve these objectives. Senior officers, as our future military leaders, you ought to lead by example in terms of your professional and personal conduct. You'll be expected to generate solutions to complex operational military circumstances in the national, regional, continental, and global power blocks. These solutions will be used to establish and maintain sustainable peace and stability through potential future deployments in peace support operations and conventional operations. Our vision is that African solutions to continental challenges will be developed by Africans with solicited support from strategic global partners. This requires our future military leaders to develop practical and sustainable solutions and facilities and capabilities to be put in place, exercised and developed to the best possible effect. Given this, you now find yourself within the lines of the South African National War College that is supported by its substructures, the Peace Mission Training Center, and the Conflict Simulation Center. These centers of excellence are at the cutting edge of training and education and are anticipated to augment your learning experience. By implementing the Joint Senior Command and Staff Program, the Defense Forces ensure that it has aligned itself with internationally accepted norms with regard to joint and multinational training at operational level. This principle will be tested to the full during the combined joint African exercise, namely Exercise Uhuru, as part of the program. The aim of CJAX is to train the aim of CJA is to train at the operational level in joint, interagency and multinational environments in order to promote synergy between SADC command and staff colleges and to develop a better understanding of the challenges involved in planning and coordinating a complex multinational peace support operation. Consequently, the South African National War College, in conjunction with the command and staff colleges of Botswana, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, will take part actively, while it is intended that Malawi, Namibia, Angola, Mozambique, and Tanzania will participate as observers. The ultimate success of this program will only be measures on completion of the program in December and will be evidenced by your subsequent employment and performance within the national, regional, and international arenas. As student officers, you will be challenged by the directing staff team to deliver your best and to achieve or exceed the practical and academic standards. Share your experiences with each other, and in the process, you'll make friends for life. Bear in mind that this is not the end of your military development pathway, but simply the beginning of your entry to the upper echelons of military service. It is therefore imperative that you take full advantage of the learning opportunities afforded to you during your stay here, so that you can stand tall in the execution of your assigned duties and responsibilities. Although the South African National War College is still a young institution, it has already received resounding international recognition. Representatives from a large number of countries around the globe have attended to the Joint Senior Command and Staff Program. In addition, we are currently highly privileged to have officers who serve as directing staff at the South African National War College from Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. This is reciprocated by the Republic of South Africa officers who serve as directing staff in those respective countries. In addition to the educational and training objectives of the Joint Senior Command and Staff Program, the college also makes provision for program members and directing staff to participate in regional experiential study. This opportunity allows members to familiarize themselves with the international command and staff training methods. The application of the joint and multinational operations and to gain an understanding of the structure and functioning of the armed forces of countries with common interests to those of the Republic of South Africa. To the directing staff, today the Chief of the South African National Defence Force has placed 80 professional officers into your capable hands. Their level of knowledge and experience will differ. It is your responsibility to guide and facilitate their learning. Be patient, be supportive, and be wise. Sharpen and refine their skills and empower them to employ our military resources effectively and efficiently. Make them worthy investments of our national resources. I want to confirm that the single stream approach of an integrated program, both military and academic, is per guideline of the Chief of the National Defence Force that must be achieved in the short to medium term as a critical success factor. The strategic partnership of the National War College and the South African Military Academy through the Faculty of Military Science of the University of Stellenbosch must achieve this objective of one academic qualification for all participants as a matter of urgency. Their recognition of prior learning must be all-encompassing. In conclusion, I would like to extend my best wishes to the Commandant, the directing staff and support personnel of the South African National War College for facilitating this program, which will be a benchmark program since the inception of this Joint Senior Command and Staff Program in the year 2002. Continue with the good work. With the power invested in me by the Chief of the South African National Defence Force, General Shoke, I declare the Joint Senior Command and Program 18 of 2019 open. I thank you all.
General.